Hi there! Just going to show you how to make some soap today. I'm not very experienced at making soap, so this might turn into a disaster. I'm going to make some oatmeal, honey, and goat's milk soap. I've never used honey in soap before, and I've never used goat's milk in soap before. So, yep, and I never made a tutorial, so 3 things that could go wrong here. I have made coconut milk soap and cream soap before, so I have some experience with milk soap. And I've used sugar in soap, but honey is something new, and I'm using these bubble wrap, or you can't really see it, but it's bubble wrap in the bottom of my little mold. So hopefully that'll give it a nice little honeycomb thing on the soap, texture on the soap. And I have all my oils melted and weighed out. I have my liquids frozen. I'm doing 6 ounces of goat's milk and 1 ounce of water, which is probably not enough water, but it's an experiment. And that's frozen, so I'm going to add my lye to that, mix it up, and hopefully the milk doesn't burn, but if it gets a little toasty, well, it's brown, so that will be nice brown soap. And I think, oh, and I'm doing a Mica Swirl on the top too, which I've never done. So 4 things, yep, and it's going to be really great. I have my lovely Kiki coveralls on that I have painted, and on the back lots of nice glitter and pink, which I like. I'm going to put my gloves on and my eye protection and put my hair back because nobody likes somebody else's hair in their soap. Then I'm going to get started and it should be fun. Okay, so I have my goat's milk and it's nice and slushy, and then I added my 1 ounce of water, and now I'm going to add some honey, just a teaspoon. And this honey is from my grandfather. He was a beekeeper. So it's kind of heirloom honey. I'm just gonna add that. I'm trying to get a good teaspoon here. Okay, so I'm adding that to the pot here. I'm gonna swirl it around. Probably I was supposed to not add it to the milk, but too late. At least if it explodes, I'll have nice documentation about what happened to it. Okay, so I'm going to measure out my lye, go outside, pour it in, mix it up, and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, so I'm waiting for my lye to cool down and my oils to cool down because the lye is at about 130 and the oils are about 140, which is okay, but I would rather have them, I like to soap really nice and cool. And since it's goat's milk, I like it to all stay nice and cool. So I'm just going to wait till everything cools down, and I thought you would like to see me in my fashionable wear. I have my nice goggles and my protective gloves, which is very important because I don't really want my fingers to burn off when I touch lye. Oh, and another bonus thing that happened, I ran out of flake lye, so I had to switch to a different bottle, which I didn't realize was going to be bead lye. So I have flake lye and bead lye in this recipe, which I've never done before. That will be exciting. And I also don't like bead lye. It gets really staticky, which I knew that would happen, but I didn't prepare myself. Anyway, this is just the intermission. It takes a while, and then I will come back with something for you to look at. Okay, so my oils are at 114, about. And my lye is at 102, about. So now this one says, come on. So, okay, I think it's pretty good. Keeps going back and forth, but I'm kind of a freak about the temperature. I like to control everything. So anyway, I'm just gonna pour my lye and goat's milk and honey, and these are little spots of honey in here, that's why I hate to waste anything, so I kind of put my honey spoon around in there. I don't know if that was a good idea, but I did it. And I apologize ahead of time if my dogs bark because they don't like to be away from me, but they can't be here when I'm doing this. So anyway, I'm going to mix this in here because, yeah, I hate to waste anything. And then I'm going to put that in my little dish that I have ready here for it. And then we're gonna pour our lye and goat's milk and honey mixture down our immersion blender stick thing. So it's nice. Oops. Yeah, you don't want to flap it like I just did. You want to just go nice and smooth so you don't get any air bubbles. So, let's check our temperature, because I like to check the temperature. It is 104. So, according to Ann Watson, Smart Smoke soap making, which is how I learned how to make soap, 2 to 3 Fahrenheit temperature rise means that you have made soap. So let's find out. Okay, ready? Can you see? Okay, now you can see. Oh yeah, and I burped my blender. I don't know if you could see that before, but that was me doing that. Okay, looks like soap to me. Maybe a teensy bit more. Okay, so now we're at 105, so that's temperaturized. So I think it's soap, but this is kind of thin and yucky. So let's make it thicker. So I don't know if my fragrance oil will increase trace. It's just a sample that I got from Brambleberry. It's their oatmeal honey something. I'll show you in a second. That looks pretty good actually. I really like that. Looks nice. It's kind of a medium thick, medium-ish. Okay, so I'm just gonna scrape this off a little because I hate to waste anything. And my dogs think I'm crazy because I'm talking to myself. They're safely put away, don't worry. I wouldn't let them get anywhere close to my soap making stuff, but they can still see me from the other room. And they're peeking out. Okay, so I have my immersion blender put away, and now I'm gonna get my fragrance oil, mix that in. I don't know, I might use the stick blender. Okay, so what I have here, it's oatmeal, milk, and honey from Brambleberry. And I'm hoping that it doesn't do something weird. And my temperature is 103, so it's gone down a little bit, but that's pretty normal, I've noticed. And it will still make soap. Okay, let's get every last drop out of the bottle. I love fragrance, we don't want to miss any of that. It smells pretty good. Very sweet. Okay, so now we're getting to thick trace. And I'm going to use my blender just so I can make sure it's all mixed in there really well. I don't want to mess it up. So I got my stick blender here. I'm just going to do a quick, just try to get the bubbles out when it's so thick, but oh well. Yes, it is nice and thick. I personally like thicker soap. I know you can't do like fancy stuff with it, but it makes it a whole lot easier to texture the top. I hate standing around and waiting for it to set up before I can texture the top because it is very frustrating. Because all I want to do is take my gloves off, and I can't until I clean up. Okay, so all of that is off of there. Now, I'm going to pour it. Okay, so fragrance oil is in, not using any color. This is my mold, and I think I probably have too much for these two little molds. And these are just recycled things that I got at work. They hold stuff. I don't know, they were free. So, and I have my bubble wrap on the bottom, and I have some not freezer paper. I have that stuff, butcher paper or whatever, stuff you're supposed to use for soap. Ooh, it actually might fit in just these two little ones. Actually, it might fit in just this one little one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to tamp it down just a little bit. Don't drip. Okay. I'm just doing this to get any air bubbles, but it's probably so thick that if there were any air bubbles, guess what? They're in there. Oh well. I like air bubbles. And I'm going to put a little bit more and see if I can get it all on top of this one without making a really big mess. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to smooth it out a little. Share soap mold, you can't have it all. Just share a little bit over there. Okay, so I'm just going to put the rest of this in my other mold just because I have it ready, and it'll make a very thin, or actually, oh, I know what I can do. Hold on. I'm going to move this over there. Yes, and I am going to do my Mica Swirly thing, but hold on. Probably, now that it's settling down. Oh well. Could have probably used that extra. Okay, so for my Mica Swirl, I have this little bag and I've put my mica in it. And then I like to do that because then you can twirl it around really fast and get it mixed up really well, which I have trouble when... Also, I live in the only town probably in the entire world that does not have a frother thing, which I tried to find today just for this special video, but I couldn't find one, so I had to go back to my old method. Okay, so I got all the mica mixed up in the bag. Here you can see it. And now I'm going to cut the little hole on the one side here, and hopefully this will work. I actually have no idea what I'm doing. That's good. Keeps things interesting. Okay, so I have cut the little tip of the bag. And now I'm going to try to pour some of it out. Come on. Don't be shy. There you go. Probably mixed up too much mica for this tiny soap, but whoops again. And when I get done, I'm going to dust it with gold dust when it's completely cured and everything, so it'll look sparkly. Ooh, lots more in there. Well, this might be interesting. Oh, and I mixed this with a little bit of cherry oil because I like cherry oil, and I never seem to soap with it, but it looks pretty good for mixing. And that looks really gross and messy, but I'm gonna fix it, don't worry. I can fix it. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my swirls, which is kind of too much stuff, so... Oh man. Yeah. They're not really gonna look like swirls maybe, but... Okay, I think that was pretty good. I don't want to mix it too much because then I might ruin it. It's my fear, but I think it looks very nice. So now I'm going to go and put it in the fridge so it can chill. Where is it? Okay, there it is. We're over there. And I usually don't chill my soap, but because it says goat's milk and honey, I'm afraid that it might crack down the middle, overheat and crack. So I'm going to put it in the fridge for a little while, chill it down, and then I'll take it out, check on it, see how it's doing, and hopefully it will be beautiful. And then I will show you it. Okay. So put it. I was going to put it in the fridge, and then I noticed how cool it is on the side here, and I had to show you. So here I am, and here it is. And it's a honeycomb. Just wanted to show you, I added the sparkly gold mica on top. You can hopefully see that. See, it's sparkling. This has been in the fridge for an hour and a half, and it is now, that's my cat, sorry, 83, 82. The temperature's dropping, but it's about 83, 84 degrees even when it's in the fridge, so I'm glad I put it in there.